Hi, this is my fourth, I think, video from, when I last made my first one. I don't know. Anyways, just a recap on what's going on in the delayed entry program thus far. It's been about 2 months since I made one. I'll kind of keep it quick, keep it short. A lot has happened though, so I'll try to condense it and keep it chronological if I can. If not, sorry, you won't know. um, Two kids are no longer in the Navy from my station. They've been kicked out. One has been kicked out from drugs. He lied about doing them. We all took a mandatory urine drug test. It's gonna happen to you if you're in the delay entry program. It's random and it's mandatory. So if you think you have time to do some drugs, you're wrong, dead wrong. You're gonna get caught, and he got caught. He also lied. He tried his best, like, oh, I wasn't doing drugs. It must have been my friend smoking around me, and that whole thing, and also other bullcrap. I'm a little upset because I was really good to this kid. I gave him rides to the station and back. I bought him food. I gave him advice on life as well as what to do in the Navy or just in this program. And he did this still. I talked to him about drugs even before this because he told me he had a past, and he still went and did this. So I feel a little betrayed, but you know what? I hope he's moving on to the best thing for him in the situation. I don't wish him anything bad, just that he moves on. The other kid, he lied about uh, a physical injury to get out of a mandatory meeting, and he also lied about going to Las Vegas. When you're into the delay entry program, you're only allowed 50-mile radius, before you got to the recruiters where you're going, and he didn't tell them. So they kicked him out. Two other kids failed their drug test, but lucky for them, they got a second chance because they confessed about it before they actually took their test. Once the test is taken and your P is in there and it fails, the recruiters can't deny that they know about it. If they do, then they'll get in trouble. So, if you can say what's going on before you take it, if they're nice, they can say, you know what, yeah, second chance, 1 second chance, and two kids got it. They did marijuana and one kid did pills. They're paying their dues right now. Trust me. I don't want to be in their situation right now, but they're still in. So if you're doing something bad, don't wait till the last minute to get caught. Confess about it. Wipe your hands of it all. Beg for forgiveness. Simple as that. If you other things that has happened, I have been given the position of the Starboard Watch Section Leader, and it's very similar to the leadership position you'll see at boot camp. Not quite the same, but I'm in that position right now. I'm basically in charge of 32 future sailors. I call them up on the phone, making sure everything's okay with them, and the recruiters know the information as well as they know the information from the recruiters. Also, when we go do drill practice and we get into formation and stuff like that, I get them into formation and I run drill to be redundant. I tell them to turn left, I tell them to turn right, I tell them to turn around, and all that stuff. Uh, we haven't really gone over marching yet, but that's just my station. I don't know about yours, or if you're gonna be in a station, you'll do marching and stuff like that at some point. So that's really cool. I'm really honored to have it. I got it because I'm really involved. I go to these events and I show that I really do care for these future sailors as well as my own future and career. So they gave me that position. I'm really happy for it. There's some perks that can come with it. Uh, Closer to the recruiters, that's personal, but also possibly financial. I can get promotion, advancement before I even go to boot camp. That's really cool. Anyway, so on top of that, um, an RDC came in, recruit division commander, basically the guy who's going to be teaching and training you at boot camp. I think he's like a drill instructor type thing. And he came in and he gave us some advice. I asked him personally about exercise and PT, physical training at boot camp, and he laughed because he's like, dude, it's no problem at all. They run you so little at first, and they slowly build you up. They start you at 5 minutes running, and then 10 minutes, and it's like this is no problem. You're not even sprinting; you're just jogging pretty much. So that being said, though, if you go into boot camp physically ready and mentally ready, like you've studied all the things you need to study and you meet the standards that are designated for you specifically, you'll for one have no problem surviving boot camp because you can survive the worst on your expectations, and two, you can get a advancement within the first week. So if you're going in as an E1, you can leave boot camp as an E2. If you're going in as an E2, you can leave boot camp as an E3. So why would you want to miss that money just because you want to eat some ho-hos and go to Chuck E. Cheese and eat some pizza before you left? I'm kind of floating in between that actually right now. I can do most of my physical requirements, but I've gained some weight back since I've first got in. I've been getting a little bit too relaxed, so I'm getting back on that. So getting that out there so I don't seem hypocritical. Other things that has happened, we went to Naval Base San Diego. We went on the John Paul Jones, which is a destroyer ship, which is there right now. And wow, that was a really cool experience. We got to get onto the ship the way you would if you were a sailor and you're blah, blah, you got to ask permission, salute the flag and all that stuff. Leave the ship the same way. We saw sentries walking around, and we saw security enforcement walk around with their M14s, and wow, it's really cool. And we met lieutenants and everyone from E1 to what's an E7? I don't know. I gotta study this a little bit, but high up people, officers, and so that was really cool. We went to the bridge, we went to the command station room that's blue, and the computers are around and where they launch missiles, and we also went over some training exercises, like safety training exercises, learned how to hold a hose, shoot it off the ship, put on a gas mask and air tank, stuff like that. It was really cool. Saw where the missiles are shot and stuff like that. First-hand experience. We went to the Naval Exchange, a big old mall where they sell literally everything that you can think of, from civilian stuff to military type of stuff, and it's all tax-free. So if you're going there for whatever reason and you want to buy something, whatever reason, whatever you want to buy it there because you can save some money. So we did that, and that was really cool. I think did I say this already? I think an RDC came in, explained some stuff. Commanding officer came in. He gave some words of wisdom, for what it's going to be like in the Navy. And he basically said, further your education no matter what you are doing and no matter where you are, just a little bit at a time even, one class a semester, and it'll eventually build up to something. He started off as a culinary specialist, and then he worked his way through education, and he's now basically the commanding officer of all recruiting for like the southwest corner of the United States. So he's moved up, and it's all through education. Other things that has happened. I went over drugs. I went over my title now. Going to the ship, RDC, commanding officer in the school. School. I'm going to Pensacola. My job is an air traffic controller. I'll be in boot camp September 22nd. I won't be in my A school until like November, and my A school apparently has like the highest dropout rate. So Pensacola, if you're going there, yes, but if you're 21, it's not a good place to be. Not because it's no fun, but because it's tempting to do bad things. There's a lot of bars there, apparently, and clubs, and it can get you distracted from your training. Pensacola, as far as I'm aware of, is all aviation and like IT. So these are the guys who need to study and focus. Can't be going out and getting drunk and goofing around. So for me, I'm gonna put myself on a tight leash. So I stay in my barracks and I'm studying, making sure that I get to the top of my class, so I can pick where I want to go when I graduate. Because you can choose where you want to be stationed when you're done. I might want to be in San Diego so I can be close to my family and my girl, or I might want to be in Japan. It just depends on what's on the board and what I'm interested in. So that's really all I can think of that's happened since then. If you have any questions in my experience, please feel free to ask me. There's some stuff I'm sure I'm going to remember when I'm done making this video, and I'm going to be like, I want to put it in, but So it's been a fun ride. Take it seriously, not too seriously. Don't worry, because for the most part, it's just getting to know your peers, the delay entry program, and getting ready for boot camp. You know, the people that who are in the delay entry program pool with you right now are people you're going to be seeing most likely for a good years from now. I'm going to boot camp the same time as a lot of these people. I'm going to be with them in boot camp. These people I met months ago from my station, and a few of them are going to Pensacola the same time as I'm going, and I'm going to see them then, and they're going to graduate around the same time as I am. So these people I met 3 months ago, I'm going to see 7 months from now still. And for all I know, we might be going to the same command station. We might be doing the same job in the same area. So these are people who are going to be in my life for a long time. These aren't just strangers. These are, your friends, your future sailors, people who are now your family. And you got to look at it like that. Um, like and subscribe. I don't really know. Just, ask me any questions. I'm going to boot camp in September. I'll try to tell you anything that happens until then, and I'll try to make a video when I go. All right? Good luck.